Hi there! Want to improve your video editing skills using real projects in CapCut? In the next minutes, you're going to learn the editing fundamentals and do your first creative challenge using AI and stock footage. In the full course, you're going to go even further with complete editing projects, creative workflows, and more advanced storytelling techniques. You can find the link in the description down below, along with a free CapCut shortcut guide that you can download. So let's go ahead and get started. For the first challenge, we're going to be building a children's story video where we're going to be using AI for most of the content. So this challenge is designed for you guys to get more familiar with the many AI tools that CapCut has, as well as some of the very basic editing tools. So the first thing we need to do is come up with an idea and then generate a script around it. So what we're going to do is actually go to the home page of CapCut. You can do that by going up here in the menu and click on back to home page. So over here is where you get direct access to the CapCut webpage where all the AI tools are there. So what we're going to do is start here in AI Video Maker. And the reason why we're going there is because this is where you get to brainstorm some ideas, maybe try different generations, see what you want your characters to look like, and so on forth. I'm going to try to see what sort of style I want my characters to have. Am I going for watercolor, crayons? Do we want 3D, 2D? You know, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to start with image, and then once I'm happy with my character, we're going to save those and then use them as reference when we make the videos. So let's go ahead and describe children's storybook, aesthetic, storybook. Let's say my characters, I want them to be little animals with a cute mice. Let's do comma, 2D, and see what we can get. I'm just going to lower the quality for now at 2K, and I'll go for like a landscape aspect ratio. You can go for anything else, and then we can click send. So as you can see here, a human face is not supported. That's not really what we're going for, so this is going to be good for us. Once the image is generated, you can see that we get the option to do image to image, so another variation of this image, or do image to video. So this is our cute mice. It looks pretty good. We can also have it generate different stuff. And there's also claymation. I'm gonna click on that and see what that looks like. Let me just make a duplicate before it changes this. So I'm thinking we have little mice being the characters, and they're trying to they lost their piece of cheese and they're trying to find it. A very short storyline for this project. You can go ahead and change out the characters or do exactly what we're doing here. So figure out what sort of story you want and then try different variations. So this is the claymation. It's not really, I think it's too intense. I like the softness here. So let's go ahead and grab this image. I'll delete this image, and I think I'll make a duplicate actually. Let's switch image 4 into something more soft. So make this more pastel-like and with a white background, just so that it's easier to replicate when we do other characters. There's image 5. And at the same time, I'm gonna have this. It's actually, yeah, there's no need for a duplicate. I'm gonna do another mice character, so we could do, so this is the softer version. I think I like this more still. I'm gonna grab that as my reference, and then we'll do the different characters. So let's say turn this into a serious mice with a baseball cap and a red sweater. So that could be our next character, image 6. And I'll just use the text option here to do my storyline, just so that I have what I want. So text one is right here. You could use, the refine tool or one of these to work around your script or just a story in general. There's our angry mice. It looks really good. But we're gonna start with, let's give the first mice a name. We can call him Jack the Mice. Lost his cheese and is very sad. But he is determined to find it. And then this character, we can call him Billy. Billy thinks someone took Jack's cheese and wants to help out to find it. The two look for the cheese everywhere in the forest and are just about to give up. Then Jack feels a lump in his pocket and sees that it is his cheese. The two friends laugh it off and Billy is no longer. So something very simple. I could just grab one of these. Let's try to make it longer and see what sort of additional detail we could add here. We can always not animate something that we don't want. So there's my Jack character. Alright, so we have this script, and I think this is better. So it's sort of like we could have a narrator say this and then have the animations on the screen. So poor Jack the Mouse was absolutely gutted. His favorite super delicious cheese just vanished. Determined to find it, his awesome buddy Billy thought someone swiped it. Okay, what a relief. So this is good. One thing I'm gonna do now is have a scene where both of the characters are together, like they're talking. And I could grab this guy as well as this guy. So command, so you can grab both. You can see image 2, image 6. Let's actually rename this. So double click on the name. I'll call this Jack the Mice. And then awesome buddy Billy. I'm gonna keep these for reference, but I don't think we're gonna need them. So command first image, second image. Have the two mice have a chat where image 2 looks sad and image 6 looks concerned, I guess. I will have this flip in the within CapCut, so don't worry about that. We got our script. And I could just go along adding new characters. As you can see, we have a big canvas here and there's all sorts of tools that we could use. So there are the two characters. He's looking sad, he looks concerned. It's the exact same, although he doesn't have a tail for some reason. I think I'll do a version of this where he doesn't have a tail, just so that they look a little different. So remove tail. Make sure you're clicking on the correct image. So there is the talking scene. And what we're generating here is not the final image. We're just using these to create reference images. So generating the content is going to be in the next lesson. Right now we're just trying to figure out what we want the characters to look like, and then we can do the final videos. So now we have the same character but without a tail. I'm just going to kick this out like that, put this guy instead. And then I'm going to grab this, I guess this guy, and then have him find the cheese in his pocket. Have mice find, basically hold out a piece of cheese and looking very happy. There's also a feature to combine everything and do a storyboard as it is. So when I click on this, you can see that I'm getting this option. I'm purposefully not using that because it's kind of the shortcut to getting a video done. I want to show you guys how to do the manual version, but if you want to just skip to a full video, you can utilize this tool. So now he has his cheese, and then we're going to do one where mice on the right has a piece of cheese and is laughing. Mice on the left is looking happy and relieved. Let's see if it catches on to my misspelling too. And I think I do want to increase the length of this text just a little bit more. I'm going to click on make it longer again and see. So this is better for the narration. Let's look at our last image. Okay, if we go from this to this should work. Alright, so now I've brainstormed my idea. I have all the base references. I'm just going to download all of them so that we could use it in the next lesson to generate the content. So to download, you can just grab them all like this, basically everything you need, and click on export. So it's currently downloaded. You can click on show in folder and it's going to show you exactly where it is. And for the text, we could do the same thing. You can export it or just copy it. I'm going to try doing export, so it's going to be a .txt file. You can also copy it like that. Just grab the text, copy and paste. But that should be it regarding our storyline. So now that we have this, we're going to go back to the CapCut video editing page, and then we're going to start a new project where we use the built-in AI generators to make the base images and then animate those. So this is where we left off. We made these images and they look pretty good. Now I'm just going to go to the logo on the top left and we're going to go back to home. And then if you hit the little X, you're going to go back to the CapCut program like this. Let's make our first project. First, let's make our project. There we go. And I'm just going to import all of those images that we made. So this is where all the downloads go. There's like a CapCut folder. It has a download in it, but you can also change the location when you're downloading your clips. So this is my text file. You can see that I have it all in one place. We can get rid of the paragraph indicators and keep the rest as it is. I'm just going to minimize this for now and get started with the footage. So let's go to AI media and we're going to have our first image over here. So there's our first image. We're going to just type in mice in forest, watercolor and soft colors, children's book, aesthetic. We can change the model, but I'm going to keep the latest one. Aspect ratio, landscape as I said, and resolution is only 2K. So let's generate this, and it's going to tell us the progression down here. So you can use the images as reference to make images, or you could have a combination of videos and images within your storybook. So for children's storybooks, I like some of them where, some scenes are just a static picture, and in the others, there's like slight movements. But feel free to do all images or all videos. So the one that I want to turn into a video is the one where he's upset. So he could maybe cry a little bit, and then his friend Billy could help out. So let's grab our reference. This is the image where he looked sad, and then do mice on the right crying, mice on the left worried. We can change the resolution, the duration. Let's do the longest just because we're gonna do a voiceover on top of the image. And then landscape shot, generate. So here they could be, he's telling him about the cheese. We're gonna put some captions. Gonna take a while because this is a video and we did ask for 720p. While that's happening, I'm gonna go to import and grab the scenes that I want to be static. So you could also import this into AI image and change out a few things, but I'm pretty happy with what this turned out to be, so I'm just gonna drag them in order. So this guy is gonna be static. I'll animate this. This can be static. And yeah, I think that's it. So these two are mostly for references. So I'm just gonna move this to the side. We're gonna start with this little guy just sitting here, and then this is the last scene. Then he's telling his friend about it mixed the characters. I meant to do it the other way around. So let's modify this. So mice on the left is crying, mice on the right is worried, the other way around. Generate that again, hit apply, and we're gonna have the first version here as it was. So here he finds his cheese. I think we had another one. So here he finds the cheese He shows it to his friend and he's all happy. And there we go. So we have 4 scenes in general. I think I will do like a forest entrance scene. So let's go to AI media and do AI image. We're going to describe the forest that we want. So watercolor forest with blue fluffy clouds. I'm going to use our first image as reference just so we get the same colors and the same like outline, and we could generate. So we have 2 AI pieces doing their thing, and then the rest is going to be static. So here's our image. The bad thing about CapCut is that you can't really change the amount of impact the reference image has. So I think what I'll do is remove the reference and have this generate again. Okay, so there is these scenes and this is looking pretty good. So I think I'll go with this one, and I'm just gonna go over to the video and scale this in so that it's fitting the screen. I could also use the position tools to, situate it down or up. Something like this should be fine. So that's our first scene. Our mice is right here. This is the sad scene. It's interesting, he says no, it's okay. And then he finds his cheese and then they're happy. I think I will create an animation using the basic keyframes, but I'm trying to see if there's any other scenes that I want to edit. So let's go over here. I think I will use this picture to show that he's upset. So let's actually make this, switch these two, and I'm gonna animate this as well. So let's go to AI video, upload that same image in. And this time I'm not gonna say what I want the mouse to do. We're gonna see if CapCut can figure out from the expressions. So hit generate, and I could delete this while that's happening. It's only 5 seconds, so it shouldn't take this long. And then the last scene is gonna look like that. Maybe we could use one of the images that we made. So let's add another forest scene at the end, just to close off the story. And I'm gonna scale this in like that. I think we scaled this as well by accident. Okay. Let's see what this turns out to be, and that's pretty much our generating footage lesson. You can add more scenes, add more characters. As you can see, the tools are right within CapCut, so you could just do whatever you feel. Congratulations on starting your first creative CapCut challenge. You have learned how you can actually turn ideas into real projects. If you would like to continue, check the link in the description. Our full CapCut challenge course with 3 real video editing projects is built upon hands-on learning. Over there, you're going to learn how to start from the beginning all the way to the final export, while at the same time working on your editing rhythm, transitions, sound, text, and so much more. You will also learn the AI-assisted editing techniques, things that will help you edit faster within CapCut and learn how to create content that matches with the trends on social media. And don't forget, there is a free CapCut shortcut guide in the description for you to download. Using the shortcuts, you can edit much faster and save time trying to figure out where the tools are. You will find the full course linked below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in our next course.